I'm dead ass, bro. I can't be yelling like that. That's crazy.
I'm gonna just look at him like this till we ready.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess on that note, welcome to the #1 podcast
In Canada,
That talks about the questions and only about the questions because
we're all about the questions.
Yo, talk to me
Let's
nice,
get into
Bridget.
it, man. Let's get into it, bro.
All right, bro. Tell me your name then. Damn.
They call me Q Baby.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
you know they call him Q Baby. They call me DeMarcus. You know, the R&B king.
Shit.
I mean, what's already known doesn't need to be explained, but I'll tell you anyway. My boy. It's your boy Glue.
That's that Wayne.
cool.
Your boy Glue. That's that Wayne.
I had to drop that a little bit.
That's that Wayne.
You like
bro.
that?
I
Huh?
like that a lot, honestly.
Everybody good today though?
Yes, sir.
Y'all good?
You know, I'm blessed. You know, I'm
Chill,
blessed. Yeah.
I just came over hump week.
Yeah.
You know, when all the shit in school is due, I just came over that. Now it's just fucking smooth sailing.
And then you get yourself a nice fresh cut. Don't think we can't see you.
I mean,
You got yourself a nice new
don't think
whip.
we can't see you.
This man's different,
Yeah.
it's a little bit. Nothing crazy.
Yo, Quay, let the people know what they need to do, bro.
I'm telling people exactly what they need to do. What they
Yeah.
need to do is turn their volumes up real high.
Yeah.
Ambitions down real low.
Yeah.
Get ready to listen to our soothing voices for approximately like 60 minutes.
Yeah, you better
something
release
like
that.
60 minutes.
100%.
And I'm gonna lead right into my beautiful what word of the day.
Yeah, talk to them nice. Hello.
My word of the day today is faux pas.
Faux pas.
I've heard this word before. I don't
You go first then.
Faux pas.
Don't waste my time.
No, I know. Faux pas. I'm going to say like something that is exciting.
Okay, exciting. You already said exciting. Exciting is
Faux
on the
pas,
test paper.
Faux pas. Shit, I ain't got nothing on
Nothing
faux
for
pas.
faux pas. Okay, so faux pas is actually a slip or blunder in etiquette.
Damn.
Yes,
Yeah, if anything, I would have said like a slip.
A slip.
Like a mistake.
You would have
wonder
dropped
what that
that
word
word
is,
like that.
Yeah,
Faux pas.
Faux pas. All right.
But after that weak ass segment, next up we got your favorite, the lyric of the week.
I didn't know I'd be attacked.
And this week, we got a little something, off a track. Y'all know the track. Said something, right?
Oh, hello.
By Moneybag, City Girls, Lil Baby.
Yes, sir.
That's about everyone.
Yeah, that's
right?
everyone in there. Yeah, that's good.
And on that track, Moneybag says,
Quote.
I'm the whole loaf, he the breadcrumbs.
Hello. Unquote.
And shit, man. That's the kind of energy I want to be moving around with.
Yeah?
Just knowing that I'm not Nick. I'm that dude. Right? I'm that guy. I'm the whole loaf.
My man
Everybody
geeked
else, y'all the
I
breadcrumbs.
mean, if you want to say, yo, it's our podcast. Go on.
I can't say it like that because
Facts.
it's not PG.
Nah, but I actually like that a lot, bro. That's some shit I put on my story the other day.
Yeah.
And I ain't even talking about the whole breadcrumb loaf shit, bro. We the bakery. You feel me?
That's big
where?
time.
We the
That's big
bakery,
time.
bro.
I wish I could be on that energy.
That's that BDE.
What's that?
We making the
It's
bread.
that big dick energy.
Oh!
What's
Yes, sir,
happening?
yes, sir, yes, sir. All right, Glue, let's hear your
Christ.
segment, bro.
All right, bro. This is a personal one that I think might get you guys to laugh.
All right, let's see it.
Here's the dad joke of the week. What do you call a fake spaghetti?
A fake spaghetti.
Linguini.
Spagoot.
Yeah.
Stupid. Spagoot. It is called an impasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways. That was I. I'm gonna give you that. It's all right.
Better than the last one.
But now that we all done with all your bullshit segments, we're just gonna roll right in to the polls we did this week.
Okay.
Right? So we had a poll go up earlier this week, asking our female viewers whether or not they cared more about the duration of sex, or more, if it was more important to have, more quality in the sex.
Yeah, and
right?
they did not disappoint this week.
Nah. Every single one of y'all females came up, girls, whatever you want to call yourselves, man. Y'all came in there and y'all said y'all cared about the quality. And if that's the case, then why are y'all always so quick to bash dudes when y'all in a fight and you be like, well, you don't even last that long anyway.
Yo, you could just hit them back with. But they were quality though, weren't they?
Quality strokes.
Quality strokes. Gentlemen, quality strokes is all that matters.
It's funny how y'all talking about quality, but that's y'all won't bash the duration whenever you got a chance when y'all fighting or some shit just to put us down.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've never experienced that personally, but I'm speaking for
I always hate, I always hate, bro, when bad sex is blamed on the guy. It's always blamed on the guy.
Oh, that's facts.
Some of y'all don't know what you're doing.
See, I don't even want you to get into it.
I ain't even.
Listen. We're not even gonna get into it. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna save that for the season finale. All right.
Damn right.
So this in a couple of weeks we're gonna do our season finale, and that's when we're gonna jump into the nitty gritty of sex. Really, the hydration, the quality of it, how you like it, when you like it, how often you like it, and shit, which kind of positions you like to do. Shit, all the above. We're going to jump into that. We're going to get real personal with y'all so we can leave y'all, going into the new year with some fire-ass content.
Yeah.
Bro, I appreciate that you just went for the word sex. I like that.
I mean,
that's different for
sex
you.
on
I don't
this
usually
podcast.
like
different for him.
I don't usually like to be saying sex, it's just so,
we a
vulgar
G-rated
sometimes.
podcast.
I'm all about that, that suave swag. I'm all about that finesse.
A G-rated podcast,
I don't even
bro.
swear on this podcast.
When I go to post a podcast, bro, I'm like, explicit?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But now that we told y'all what we're going to do coming up. All right.
Yeah.
This week, though, we're talking about boundaries.
Boundaries.
And
Okay.
boundaries,
Yeah.
according to Google.
Yeah,
Let them
bring
know
out
what
that
we're
bring out that definition.
So when you're in relationships, right? In a relationship, your boundaries can be expressed as. Give me a sec here. All right. Today, is your Wi-Fi?
My Wi-Fi is like
that's
3G.
No, you good. You good.
All right.
All right. So in short, boundaries help you define what you're comfortable with and how you would like to be treated by others.
Okay, cool.
Facts.
Right.
I
And
like
so,
that definition. Cool.
so those are our boundaries, right? And well, I think everybody sort of finds that you form those boundaries based off like the experiences you've had.
Yeah.
So oftentimes you're gonna go through some shit. You're gonna meet somebody. Y'all gonna be dating, seeing each other, whatever it is. Y'all gonna go through some shit.
Yeah.
And based off that, that's when you're like, oh shit, like okay. Basically, when people cross your boundaries, that's typically when the end is defined.
That's
right?
why people got to get played every now and then.
That's how. So
you need some boundaries.
You know how to pick up on the shit.
Yeah.
You know if you sense it coming up, hey, I ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna put myself in the same position I was in.
Facts.
5 months ago when I was goddamn crying in a bathtub fully clothed. You don't want to be doing all that.
Are you good?
You good? Yeah.
Like,
I've never heard
that
anybody
seems super
say
personal.
that before. I feel like that's like a
seems-
music video type thing, but you've done that?
I mean, no.
Oh.
No, I don't want to.
Somebody's been there, though, for sure.
Don't do that to me.
no, sorry. No, of course. No. Somebody's.
I was speaking,
Somebody's
theoretically.
been
That's
there.
that's what.
Yeah,
what
somebody's
happens,
been
right. So
there.
you experience the shit. You go through some shit. You learn that, hey, yo, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Example of one of those things could be shit. Like if you're a girl and you have an issue, with your man's and he got a best friend, she female.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
They've been friends for a minute now.
Okay.
Now you seeing him and you're not really comfortable, right? Because we talk about boundaries being what you're comfortable with.
Of course,
100%.
yeah.
You're not really comfortable with how friendly they be getting.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And you might have been with some other dude back in the day.
Yeah.
And he had a best friend too.
Yeah.
And it was real comfortable.
Yeah.
And shit, next thing you know, he was stepping out the crib.
My man, like,
he was cheating on you with that friend of his. So now you have that thing where you're like, no, I don't want to hear nothing about no other friends. No, I'm your friend. I'm your only friend. I'm the only friend you goddamn need. That is explained by the shit you've been through, but that is now a new boundary.
To be honest, I feel personally attacked right now.
Yeah, because that's that whole like, don't worry about that other dude situation. You feel
Facts,
me?
but they've been my friends from time.
Yeah.
No, but like you were see again.
And that's why I asked y'all, do y'all be kissing your friends goodbye?
Yeah. I mean, yes, as in I understand the question that you just posed.
Okay.
I low-key wanted to like start kissing them on the cheek goodbye to see what would happen.
Yeah, that's like that Europe
what I
shit,
mean?
man. I
Yeah.
fuck with that
Yeah.
shit.
Want a two cheek kiss on both sides?
But real quick, not to get off topic, but y'all ever kiss a girl on her hand when you first meet them? Like, yo, it's really nice to meet you.
That's so corny, bro.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah, I be doing that shit.
What are you gonna?
Hell yeah, I be doing that shit.
Y'all in Disney movies out here, bro? That's
Only
wild.
for the special ones, but I really be doing that shit. But no, back on motherfucking topic. All right. So
My bad.
Yeah.
but let's say your boundary is you don't like your friend, your man being too friendly with a girl. How you go about expressing that boundary or that feeling you have, and that the fact that it makes you uncomfortable? How you go about expressing that?
You want me to go first or you want to go first?
Are you excited? Go.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you're geeked up.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about that, bro.
What do you mean?
What are you talking?
If they're super friendly, they were there. They were friends before I even came into the picture.
Okay.
So I can't really be mad about you being hella friendly with your dude friend.
Right.
And if you guys say that you guys are just friends, I don't really.
What if they've been best friends from time, and he be calling her baby girl and shit?
Ooh, we have to visit that. Yeah, we have to visit that.
That's my wife.
No,
that's my work wife.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I say that all the time.
What if?
I'm that guy. Yeah, I'm that guy.
All right, so hop on Twitter real quick.
Yeah.
Go talk to them about you having a girl and having a whole goddamn work wife.
Yeah.
See how that works out for you.
What's my homegirl though?
Let me ask y'all a question on top of that too. So we're talking about third party people. What if they're friends with like their exes and all that kind of stuff? Because we're talking about
No. We don't want to hear no. Listen, we're not coming for you. I'm gonna answer that off the rip. That shit is straight bullshit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I'm not in the habit of creating demons out of people's exes.
Of course.
Right. Because if you have this notion, and it might be based off the things you've experienced, you know, you were with somebody that was still friends with their ex, you know, and that always caused problems. Because obviously they were intimate with them at a certain point in time, and now they're with you, but they spending so much time with her. Yeah. And now they you know, they talking about, you know, your problems with her, and they're confiding in her as opposed to you. Like, I can understand how that could fuck with you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And not make you be comfortable with that. Yeah. But what I would like to be, like, the person I would like to be is somebody who doesn't, you know, create this like demon out of your ex, right? Yeah. So I want to be in a situation where, you know, you have an ex, and obviously y'all are done, no matter who broke up with who. I mean, it might matter. I don't really know if it matters. Yeah. Let's say it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. You got an ex, right? And you might not be friends with him, but I want to make it so that like you feel comfortable talking to that person. Okay. Right. So and the only thing that's gonna make me feel comfortable about that is that if there's an open communication line where you let me know, like, hey, because you're gonna be like, hey, like, I want to go see what's his face and catch up with him. Like, cool. All right, you go do that. Okay. But then I expect that when we come back, we can have a conversation about it, and like you can settle me, because you know, if roles are reversed and I'm telling you I'm going to see my ex shorty from way back when, we just going to catch up, that's going to make you feel a certain type of way. So in that situation, what would you want to hear that calm you down? Okay, you got that? Cool, then give me that. Yeah. Right. So how would you address the fact that like you have a problem with her going and chilling with her ex? Because it sounds like you're coming from a place of very big maturity, but some exes are only there for one reason, and that's to slide back. Yeah, just like, a full fallback thing. In my experience with females, they don't, maybe they realize, maybe I'm just being the fool, but they don't always realize that, like, the dude that you're vouching for now, he's waiting. He's like a predator on the prowl, just waiting for the next little slip up. Yeah, you come to him, you're talking about, no, DeMarcus was doing this, and he over here like, shit, you don't even need DeMarcus. Thanks. I wouldn't do you like that. Yeah. Shit, I'm the one you need. Yeah, but they broke up for a reason, dumbass. And now you got you feeling all nostalgic and shit. And exactly, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know if like you can say they broke up for a reason, bro. Because like, imagine, for example, this is just a general example, this gets a lot of people, let's say their ex cheated on them, and now they're in a new relationship, and you the dude that has been dealing with the post cheat era. So you've been dealing with the other dude's past transgressions. Exactly. And now she making you pay for his mistakes. Exactly. And then all of a sudden, it's around Christmas time, and she's like, I'm just gonna go get coffee with him because he just wants to talk about things. How do you like? Because in my opinion, that crosses a certain boundary that I don't fuck with. Like, so describe that boundary. What's that boundary? The boundary is this man has come in, or this whomever has come in and affected your life negatively 1000%. Now you're telling me that on the side of me dealing with all of your past traumas, all of your trust issues, all that kind of shit, you're about to go and slide back and talk to him again and catch up and see how he doing. Exactly. So for what reason is always my question.
What happens if he just wants to make things right?
See, that's even bigger of a problem. Why are you trying to come back and make things right, bro? You fucked her up. Go on. I'm with you on that one, right? Because I know what it's like to be that dude. Yeah, I'd be trifling. Yeah, and then do an apology tour. But do you think he deserves an apology tour? Hell no. Yeah, exactly. Why not? Why not? No. Why not? Why not? As a person who's been on apology tours, I don't deserve a time of your fucking day. Yeah. You don't have to give me that.
But if she wants to give you that,
you can. But I'm gonna do it in a text message. I'm gonna say, hey, like, it's what it is. But for me to say, hey, like, let's meet up, like that's and meet face to face. I'm not rolling. I smile at you one time, and you always like you over here like, well, shit, I ain't seen that smile in a long time.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And now you're just like, well, damn,
and then you coming back to me talking about, there it is.
And then I'm back in that bit. So like, I could knowing that, man, being in a relationship and having an ex, like having my girl wanting to see her ex, I can understand why you feel that type of way. Yeah. And so the way you'd go about addressing that would probably be in a way where you want to make them feel, one, comfortable. You want to keep everything calm. Validating. So for me, it'd be like if you wanted to see your ex, and let's say I had an issue with that. Okay. I want to know why, right? I inquire as to why you want to see them. Yeah. Right. And you give me an answer back. You let me know. You tell me why. Yeah. And okay, well, now I understand. I'm like, okay, well, if I can relate to that, I'm like, all right, okay, you can do that.
See,
right?
But then look like he in PTSD right now, bro.
But listen,
man over there.
But then I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna say to you, like, okay, well, this makes me feel uncomfortable because let's say I've been in a situation in the past where that's happened, and I've been okay with that happening. But what ended up happening is they became, really close, and right after something happened in our relationship, that was the first person she slid back to, right? And so I don't want a situation where you're keeping a backup plan, and so that's what makes me feel uncomfortable about the situation where you're going into. So if you can,
that's how you would express that to that person, right?
If you can reassure me that's not gonna be a repeat offense in my eyes, then I'm cool. Okay. But that's where I'm at. That's why I feel the way I feel because of what I've experienced in the past. Okay. And it's up to you to make me feel comfortable with what you're about to do.
Facts. All right, go ahead.
I just want to say, like, I think that everybody deserves an apology tour. I think that if old man hits you up and he wants to apologize and make things right, that's okay with me. That just happened to me, so that's why I looked like I was in PTSD.
Okay.
And
you did the apology, or somebody did the apology?
Somebody did the apology to me.
How'd that make you feel?
It was cool. Like I think with the boundaries thing in on that specific topic, I think that if people have a certain outcome that they are looking for instance, say you're not over the situation and you need this time you need this person to talk to you and get that situation figured out. I think like you should totally go and do that. I think explaining explaining the reasoning why you're going over there or hang out with them or talking to them or whatever is the boundary that needs to be set and the understanding that needs to be there.
So if let's say I'm dating a shorty with the same ideals as you, right? Yeah. And she comes to me and she's like, hey, like, he did this to me, he cheated on me, he did this and blah, 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 and he really hurt me, and he's reaching out to me to apologize. Like, I'm looking at you like, what are you saying right now? Yeah. Like, because all that tells me is like you're not ready. You're not ready to be with me because you still hung up on that shit.
So that's not a bad thing though.
Because, what do you mean? Why would I want to be with somebody who's still hung up on the ex?
Because like not everybody gets over situations, and people can go into other situations while still hurt. But of course, what I'm saying is that now she has the opportunity to go and fix that situation. So if she's fucked up and can't move on, right? Now she's given the chance for her to be able to move on. Yeah, you should allow her to go have that chance. And obviously that's taking a risk on your part, being like, hey, is something going to be rekindled or is something going to be like settled and now she's going to
This is somebody they were previously intimate with. This is somebody that they had emotions
I'm telling you from straight experience, bro. I went over there, we had a conversation, I felt 10 times better when I left.
Great, you still felt 10 times better, but I guarantee you right now, if Shorty pulled back, say, hey, I pull up to the crib, you'd be like, well, let me think about it. You would think about it. And I don't want you thinking about it, you and me now. Yeah. Right. So that's the example in terms of like
exes
and exes, right?
Yeah, situation.
So what about, because I know a lot of shorties out here, they got this. I'm gonna give you the word for it. It's a boundary, right? It's that shit on Instagram that your man's be doing. He be liking pictures. Oof. He be double tapping on shorty. He might even be commenting on some shorty pics, right? Like that. If that's the way you feel so strongly about that, and that makes you feel uncomfortable, like that is your boundary. So now, how do you go about expressing to your partner that, hey, like I don't like you liking other girls' pictures?
But you can't tell me that.
Okay, yeah,
you can't tell me that.
Okay, like
you can't tell me that.
Damn, you never gonna be in a relationship in this day and age.
I don't give a fuck. You
can't we in 2020.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out against. I'm gonna say it right now on my chest. All right, all the shorties out here. I ain't gonna say that now. My bad. Wow.
I was really excited. I was intrigued.
What I find though, a lot of the times the girls have a real problem with the liking of their pictures. Yeah. Me, I don't give a flying fuck about no goddamn pictures. Yeah. But I understand how because people know that if you liking pictures, that's sort of like you shooting your shot. But like people like my pictures all the time. I don't necessarily think that's you shooting your shot. I mean, if you like a couple. You like some old pictures. Okay. Now I understand. Okay. But I want to be in a situation, bro, where I can like whatever the fuck I want because I'm the kind of type of guy who I like things just based on how they look.
Go ahead.
You got a nice little real quick. You got a nice little sunset. Shit, I'm gonna double tap that.
100%.
Shit, you might be on a beach. Laid up. You know when they lay down.
Yeah. And they look at
their cheek. They double cheek up. Yeah. I like the scenery.
Yeah.
And I want to double tap.
No, but I also like the ambiance of the picture.
Right. The atmosphere you can experience. I like that. Okay. Right. And I understand that some people don't really like that. Right. Yeah. And so if you don't like that, right, how do you go about expressing that to somebody?
Okay, so I'm gonna speak from personal experience here, right? And I generally do not care about Instagram likes. Okay, as far as they go, I will though. Like I will key in on specific people. So if I see that you're out here liking, like, you know, dude that hit you with the club last week, all of a sudden you're liking his pics on Instagram. And
why you even have him on Instagram?
I know a lot of people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like if I see and I know, like the thing is, like if I know what certain people are about and you're out here liking their pics, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna just look though. I'm not gonna say anything because to me, like,
so
liking pics isn't too much. If we're talking about like commenting and all that shit, I'm talking about
addressing the boundary. So if it's making you feel away, don't you feel like that's what a boundary is? It makes you feel uncomfortable about something.
Yeah.
So how do you go about expressing that uncomfortability about her liking that dude's pics?
Okay, so for this specific example, I'll normally ask the first time. Like I've been in the situation where I've seen some shit go on, heard some shit happen, and then I've followed it up with the fact that there's evidence there that because you're out here doing shit like this. Yeah. So I've been like, yo, is there anything I need to worry about here? Because if there is, I'm not trying to deal with it. And like that is kind of like me expressing the fact that there needs to be a boundary line with you and other dudes.
But what you're doing by doing that, you're being passive aggressive about it.
Yeah, which is fair.
You're saying, hey, is there something I need to worry about? Obviously, she's going to tell you, hell no, ain't shit to worry about. Yeah. She's not going to say to you, you should probably be worried about.
And of course.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of it's more, again, I don't even like, because I feel like that's a manipulation tactic now. Now that I'm thinking about it.
What you trying to do?
Because now I'm like thinking like me saying like, hey, like, is there something I need to worry about asking about a specific person? That means that I'm watching your ass. Like, you know what I mean? And
everybody watching everybody.
Bro,
but the idea of watching, that's going to make you mentally sick.
Bro, I'm just letting you know right now, I don't give a fuck about you liking shit. Obviously, if you comment on something and it's a little crazy, we gonna have an issue.
I'm gonna be watching, bro.
But like, you can
hit him with the hard eyes.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be like,
hard eyes. You can comment on hard eyes.
Hard eyes, bro.
That's a shot.
Imagine, no, because this is the thing.
I'll tell you right now, shorty comment on my pic talking about hard eyes. I'm shooting. I'm shooting.
Bro, then shoot.
I'm shooting.
Shoot. Let her knock it down in the DMs.
And I know shooter at that point.
I know you got a man,
bro.
And you bold enough to comment on my pic talking about hard eyes. I'm shooting. I'm disrespecting.
But if y'all are friends,
I'm disrespecting you. Just so you know. Yeah, so don't let your girl come around me talking about liking pictures because I will. Come on now, bro.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that I'm not gonna feel away if you like pictures.
Yeah.
If you follow new people, if you unfollow people, if you comment on some pictures, whatever. I don't really business because I'm going to be doing the same thing. So I can't get mad at you for me if I'm doing the exact same thing, right? So that's my boundary is where it's like, I don't really care. You do whatever you want to.
But what if that's her boundary?
Her boundary, bro, honestly.
She doesn't like you liking pictures, right?
I can't tell you that I won't do that.
Okay, so let me ask you a question here because I feel I just feel like I need to steer this in just a little different direction for Blue. So let's say you have a shorty, right? You have a girl. Yeah. She's your boo thing, bro.
She says you can't like pictures. You say no.
And she's saying, yo, I don't like the fact that you like this girl's pictures because I know you guys have a previous history, or she tried to talk to you one time and I didn't like that. What then do you say to her to maybe
de-escalate the situation?
This is not gonna de-escalate it, but I'm gonna say, yo, it's just a picture. Don't take it so deep.
All right, so he
and you gonna piss off every single shorty that's around here.
Listen, I just want all the females that are out there defending Glue weekly.
This is
your man.
This open guy who's all about these damn near open relationships. You can do whatever you want to do. What you want. As long as you come back to me, she's good. You gonna be out here disrespecting me.
You gonna be liking pics.
You gonna disrespect him. You gonna disrespect you.
Facts.
So time out. This is. I'm not saying that I want an open relationship or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's just a picture. It looks really nice. It's well done. Like I like it. So I'm gonna double tap it.
Okay.
So like if she brings up that boundary to me, right?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take Instagram right now. And we're just gonna kick that right out of there.
No, I ain't done with it yet.
You're not done with it? Go. Last statement.
Because here's where I want to be at.
Go ahead.
Right? Like if I understand, I know how I feel about pictures. Right? Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna like whatever I fuck want, and I damn sure I'm not gonna check what you liking. I'm not gonna do that to myself. Right? Yeah. And if that's the kind of person I want to be, then like I would expect the same situation back.
Yeah.
Right? Where it doesn't matter what we like or whatnot. But if you express to me that makes you feel uncomfortable, I can understand that.
Okay.
I've been with enough shorties now where I understand that, okay, that's a boundary for them, so I'm going to address that. Yeah. But what I'm going to need from you is to bring it up in a way where, it's conducive for an environment where we're both leaving the situation happy.
Okay, so if you like these pictures on Instagram, right? And she's getting fed up about
I like the pictures. You the girl, you pissed off about it.
Yeah, but are you the type of person to bring it up at the beginning? Like, if you guys start talking, are you gonna bring it up at the beginning when you start in the relationship, saying like, "Yo, I don't want you to like these pictures," or are you the type of person to confront it when it starts to happen?
See, in a situation with liking pictures, you probably gonna have to confront that when it happens.
Yeah, that's
because if you come at me off the rip talking about I don't like you liking pictures, I'm like, you're crazy.
Yeah,
chill out now. And especially if you don't give me an explanation to why. Okay, if you give me an explanation to why, like, hey, like, you know what, like, I understand. I feel like it's disrespectful if I'm with you, we're in a relationship, and you're sending a message to these girls, letting them know like, hey, you see them, you like what they're doing, you like the way they look. It makes me feel stupid because I'm with you and I expect your full attention on me.
Yeah, okay.
If you come at me like that, and you say, hey, like, and that's why liking these pictures makes me feel the way I do. Feel the way I do. I'm like, okay, cool,
okay,
baby.
I'm restless.
I'm all for you.
Okay. I'm restless.
I'm all for you. If that's something you need, that's gonna calm you down and you know, take less stress off my goddamn plate, I'm gonna give that to you.
So okay,
because it's a like just as easy as you can double tap. That's as easy. That's how easy it is to just fucking scroll past.
Yeah.
So I have another question though.
Yeah.
If you are you the same way? Sorry.
For liking pics?
Yeah. Are you gonna bring it up when you're confronting them, like when it's happening, or are you gonna bring it up before?
Again, like I like, man, I try to just like look in my brain for a second. Like I try to step back a little bit depending on the situation, and I'm like, am I really affected by this? Like, is this really something that I think needs to come? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is this really, like, did she really cross a line by liking someone's picture? And most of the time it's no. The only thing that like gets me is like when I know that there's certain interactions going on for like behind the scenes and all that kind of shit. Yeah, and there's history and like, and again, the only thing that really gets me is like commenting, like depending on who the guy is, and like I know your fucking relationship with dude, and you're gonna just be commenting on the pics. That's some shit that's gonna get me, but not because like I'm trying to be jealous ass motherfucker out here. I'm just like, bro, I'm not doing this shit. You know what I mean? Like I have bare things that could comment on my picture, and I could comment right back saying like, oh, you so fucking fine, and you don't see me doing that. Right. So if you're doing that, I need to know what's really happening in this situation, and that's how I express it. And then like at that point, that's why I'd be like, this is not what I'm trying to be a part of. So if you want to go and be flirtatious with all these dudes online, go do that, but leave me out of it. It's
funny, like that brings up a memory for me, where I had to find a compromise. I'm in a relationship, right? And I'm of the type where I'll like whatever I want to like, and you can do whatever you want. I'm never gonna say nothing. But if you got a problem with it, bring it up to me, and we can handle it. Right. And so where we met halfway was, you know, I could like whatever I wanted just as long as I hadn't previously been with them.
Okay.
And I'm over here like, well, shit, that's like half my feed. But I'm kidding.
You have like 1,100.
Hey, stop. Hey, I was joking. That's not the case. Well, I'm just saying that
like 50% of your followers are women.
No, like, listen. See, backtrack. The compromise was that, hey, well, you can still like the pictures. Just I would appreciate if you didn't like pictures of girls, you know, you'd previously been with, giving them the wrong idea, as if like, you know, you were still keeping the tabs on them, you were checking them shit, you were seeing that they you know, you liked them or whatever. And I was like, well, shit, like I still get to like pictures, and you know, I'm calming you down by not liking pictures of girls that you don't appreciate, and shit. Then we meet in
Facts. We're on this like really big idea of compromise, and I really have like a really good question for you guys, which I'll get to after the break.
Welcome back from the break.
And before the break, I was going to pose a question to these guys. I just want to know if you guys have ever been in a situation where you've presented your boundaries or your partner has presented their boundaries and you had to meet at a compromise because one, maybe the boundary was too extreme or it was something that was conflicting with something that you believe in.
A great example of that, I don't know if I mentioned already, the whole idea of the liking the picture shit.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So that was a great example where it was like, that's not a boundary for me.
Yeah.
Liking picture, that's not a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I can like whatever the fuck I want. You can like whatever the fuck you want. But if you got a problem with it and you know you want to bring it up, and I don't want to change my way of life. I don't want to feel like I'm being caged or nothing. Okay, let's come to a compromise. All right. So compromise would be then, well, you know what, like don't like shorties that you smash, and you know what, you can like whatever else you want. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay, cool. So that's a fair compromise.
Great compromise on a boundary.
Okay, so that's a fair one.
I got another one off the rip.
Go ahead.
If you don't like making scenes,
yeah.
All right. So like, how do we go about, you know, not having a scene being made when either one of us is upset about something, right?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, why don't you like having a scene made? Okay, you don't like it because you don't like attention being drawn to you. Okay, so cool. So how do we go about expressing our feelings, not really stifling and sort of muffling the way we feel, and having a conversation? Okay, well, you don't want to do it publicly. Okay, well, how do we go about excusing ourselves in a public environment to have a private environment so then we can then address ourselves?
Yeah, for sure.
Right, so if you're feeling the way, you're overwhelmed by emotion, you're upset about something.
Okay,
you could go about compromising on well, I know that. Baby, you be cussing me out and you be getting real loud. And so in order for me to still, be able to talk to you and handle that situation, shit, like let's just step outside, we could have a conversation. And I'm just keep reminding you to, stay calm, and so we can get to a point where we can still re-enter back in the presence of all our friends or whatnot and still be cordial.
Or even the fact that we go to the side and have a little private conversation taken away from the whole public eye sort of situation.
Even if it's private, like I don't even if we in a public situation, we having a private conversation, I don't want no animations.
Oh yeah, don't be
I don't want everybody knowing that we.
You told me.
In your face.
You ain't shit. I don't need that. Because I had a situation a couple of years ago. I'll be in the club. And Shorty was not with me, hugging up on other girls.
Yeah.
And mind you, like they're just friends though. Like, what's up? What's up?
They be kissing on the cheek and stuff. Right?
I mean, no, not in that situation. I was just giving them a hug.
Oh, okay, right.
And she over here cussing me out, like, don't embarrass me in front of my friends. It's a hug.
I can't know people anymore.
And the scene is being made. Mind you, it's in a club, music is playing, it's too loud, you can't really hear. But regardless, I'm like, well, shit. Like, first of all, you are not going to speak to me like that in goddamn public, let alone
here we go
in the confinements of goddamn fucking household.
Yeah.
Let alone you cussing me out, in front of other people.
Yeah.
Talking about I can't hug people
over a little thing.
What kind of lifestyle is that? I'm not trying to do that.
I mean, you're not jumping on nobody either, right? Like they ain't laughing you all that kind of shit.
Yeah, like Matt, excited type vibe.
See, I would understand that if Shorty jumped on me, crossed her legs, and I gripped her by the cheek.
Yeah, you hold the booty, she bouncing on it.
It's been so, but no, it was like, happy birthday.
A little one arms,
and I'm getting choked. I'm getting choked
one
out,
arm.
I swear, man.
She about to suplex you on a one arm.
Yo, move from in front to me, please.
Yeah, that's because
we're not having this conversation.
Hey, at the end, she was off the Henny though.
So the Henny would get you crazy. That Henny would get you crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I have any. I've never compromised on a boundary.
Yeah,
I have not followed my boundaries though.
Okay.
So that's
you set something for yourself and you're not really.
Now let me ask you a quick question. Saying that you've canceled out a boundary, would that also mean that like you've read into like a red flag? Because to me boundaries and red flags are very they're coinciding, right? Yeah. So like, do you feel like you've backed down on a red flag of yourself then? When you've said that you've completely canceled out one of your boundaries because they have a certain opinion about it?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I would say like if I set like a boundary, like making time for myself.
Yeah.
I more or less don't follow my own boundary.
Okay.
Which is an issue.
Okay.
And I know that's an issue.
Yeah.
But like I don't follow it. And so then like I'm stuck here wasting time. Not wasting time, but like I have other things to do, and I'm not balancing my time properly.
Well, at the same time, how can you expect me to respect your boundaries if you're not going to respect your own?
Yeah, that's facts. Because you're a good person.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
All right,
and you're gonna do me a service and help me.
Oh,
word.
Oh, so you think I'm Captain Save-A-Ho?
Yeah.
You think I'm the Red Cross? I'm here to help you become an adult.
Big ass cherry.
That's what I'm. No, see, I'm not here for that.
You gotta help me sometimes.
I'm gonna help you with some shit that is serious. But in a situation like that, I'm not really trying to bring you up to a point. I'm not. I
mean, that could be serious though. Like in terms of like, if I have a boundary set for myself and I feel like I have to follow this,
right?
And and especially if one of them is me finding time for myself. Mm-hmm. And if I feel like I'm not finding time for myself, and I'm spending more time with you and not balancing it, it starts to become like a not.
Okay. So if you're expressing to me all the time that hey, I need time for myself, but at every given time you have free time, you're FaceTiming me, you're calling me, but then I call you when I got free time, and you're like, well, no, I ain't got time. Like, how can you expect me not to call you when you got free time if you not respecting the free time that you have because you won't reach out to me anyway?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just need like I feel like I would just need until I get a handle on how to balance my time. Yeah. I would need you to be like, oh, don't you have this to do?
So you want help from
them? Just a little bit. Just
you want to
push, but like help me.
Yeah,
you
want to push a little bit from them. Okay.
When you're in a relationship, you're supposed to help your partner.
Somebody's gonna push you to be the best version of yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool. I'll say one.
I know you really fuck with me. Like,
and
really
that's a good way to show it. I'll say there's one time when I've compromised with my boundaries, and like, for example, the boundary that I had set was. Or the boundary that they had set was that they don't like jealous people. You know what I mean? And I don't like to say that I'm a jealous person, but there are a few things that piss me off.
Right.
So I had the situation where, I'm hearing shit that went on in a club. And because I'm not supposed to act like a jealous person, I was pissed off about what happened in the club. You know what I mean? And originally, I dropped my boundaries. I was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to act out about it. Whatever. They handled their own situation. They were good with it, all that kind of shit. But the shit that I was hearing was not the shit that I need to be happening in my relationship. Right. So then because of that, I was like, I see this as a red flag. And immediately I'm defensive. So, I'm reaching out to dude and I have a problem with dude. And I told dude, I was like, bro, I don't want to hear this shit. You know what I mean? I want to hear stuff like this is happening in the relationship. And then, she found out, coming to me and saying, yo, I don't want you beefing dudes over this sort of situation, this blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you don't want me beefing dudes and don't act like this. You know what I'm saying?
A little thotty.
Exactly. So it's like, if you, I feel like where compromise comes in, or if you're going to ask someone to compromise on their boundaries that they have set, or you have a problem with their boundaries, make sure that like, at least you're doing your effort to not force their hand in certain situations.
Facts.
Because that's how I felt at the moment, right? I was like, hey, I told you I don't like this. You told me you don't like this. I thought we found a nice middle ground, but you're still acting the way you want to act. And it's causing me to then force myself to present like a certain situation here, right?
So like when you're talking about that, I'm feeling like, okay, well, if she already stated to you that, hey, I don't like, jealousy or whatnot.
Yeah.
Did that when I hear that makes me feel like you're putting pressure on me to stifle my emotions.
Yeah.
Right. And so I can feel a way. And now because you've expressed to me that you don't like that, and because, some other dude was super jealous and treated you whatnot, and now I'm not even allowed to feel jealous, let alone express that to you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure. And that's a situation where you're basically, you're creating resentment within me.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, especially for this specific information, this specific example, I don't think that them not being able to like do anything physically with you is enough in the situation, because they still felt like it was a free range to ask that sort of stuff in that event. So like I think it is. It's 100% you just in this situation you were just wanting to act the way you want to act, and you're trying to make me not be able to say anything about it. And if that's the case, I can't be in that sort of situation.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. In terms of like expressing your boundaries or like telling a person like that you have boundaries. Yeah. When do you tell them? Do you tell them at the beginning of the relationship? Do you tell them halfway through? Do you tell them when the boundaries start, or when they start crossing the boundaries?
I know go ahead.
Me personally, I'm more of I want to address it initially.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Not like fucking first date type shit. And I'm over here like, well, you can't do this. Like, nah, I'm not trying to scare you off type shit. Nah, I'm super controlling. I'm gonna wait to like the second date.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna just express to you like where my boundaries lie.
Yeah.
And in hopes that you're gonna respect that, because I don't want to get in a situation where like something happens, I get upset, and it's something that like deeply hurts me, but then I can't even feel upset because you didn't know.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, I want a situation where you're aware, and so then I feel like, okay, when you go about moving around me and you go about conducting yourself, you're thinking about me. You're thinking about how what you're doing affects me, and you can expect that same behavior from me. If you express to me that you got a boundary or an insecurity or something that you care about that's important to you, I'm gonna respect that. But if I'm gonna do that, I'm also gonna expect that you fucking respect the shit that I'm bringing up.
Of course, right? Yeah, of course.
What about you, baby?
I would agree with that too. Like I feel like the respect needs to go both ways with that kind of situation.
But are you setting your boundaries at the beginning, or like?
Oh, sorry, yeah. No. When my boundaries sort of come in, I would say I don't like to. I like to give everyone the opportunity to show who they are. So if I feel like you've crossed the line or you're stepping on a boundary that in my mind I've set for myself, then I'll bring it up when it happens. So for that example, like if I see you at the club, you're talking to a dude, and I feel some sort of way about it, I'll tell you at that moment, hey, I don't like when people do this, and if this is something you feel need to continue to do, then I think you should do that.
And so you want to get angry after, or like I'd rather prevent if I could prevent myself from getting angry.
Okay.
See, as opposed to getting angry and then be like, well, now I have to like, one, conduct myself to be able to express myself while I'm angry.
Yeah.
You know, and it depends on the situation. I could be super angry, be kind of angry, whatever, and then be able to communicate to you why this is the reason for me.
And I understand that because where I've formed my opinion from is because I've been in situations where they're telling me beforehand, and I'd be like, why are you even telling me this? Like, I'd never even do this anyway. So like I feel a sort of like you don't trust the fact that I respect respect you as a person by doing this, because these are the kind of core values that I believe in anyway. So I don't even feel like you need to have this conversation with me. So that's where that comes from. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And that's kind of a gray area, because it's like, for me, I have like a hierarchy based off of my boundaries.
Okay.
So like, if it's a boundary that I know that is going to is going to cause a problem in our relationship, where I might be a little bit resentful or things like of that nature. Yeah, I feel like I set those boundaries right off the bat. Yeah, but I think like the minuscule boundaries that like they matter somewhat, but not really to me. I'll let you cross them first, and then then bring them up in conversation.
So it's really just depending on what kind of boundary.
Yeah, so it's not like you're gonna read my mind, because like you will know exactly what is a big boundary for me. Yeah, but the smaller ones, I'm like, I'll let you cross them, and then I'll be like, yo, by the way, like this made me feel a certain way.
If you've expressed a boundary to somebody, you've expressed, something that makes you uncomfortable, how many times do you think, you should have to repeat yourself before you're like, you know what, all right, enough is enough. You clearly don't get it. You clearly don't care about me enough to, take this, seriously, importantly or seriously, right? Yeah.
I give him 3.
How many? 3?
3 times, sorry.
You're doing 3 times. 3 times. It's a baseball rule right there.
Because it's like, once you're like, all right, cool, your fault. Second, you're like, yo, come on, man. And third time, you're like, you just really don't give a fuck.
Nah, you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, in fact.
You're trying to get a reaction out of me.
Now you're being malicious. Now you're being a little brat, and you're trying to incite sort of emotion out of me. Yeah. And you're not going to like that emotion.
And that's like kind of like a manipulation tactic.
100%. 100%. Because sometimes people think that, well, if I do something and he reacts, well, then he cares about me. But if I do something and he doesn't react, then he doesn't care about me. Yeah. And to me, one, that's a mental illness. The idea that you're going to do something to somebody
to see if they love
after they've shared, like their vulnerabilities with you, use it against them in a situation where, like, you did this to me, so I'm going to get back at you in this way, or I'm feeling kind of insecure and I don't know where we stand, and I need to be reassured. And as opposed to me coming up to you and having a conversation with you like a fucking adult, I'm gonna do something that's going to incite a sort of reaction out of you. Like we're gonna be out at the club and you're gonna see me talk. I want you to see me talking to this guy. I know in my mind, I'm not giving numbers out. I ain't doing none of that, but I'm gonna make it look to you that I'm being real flirty. I'm laughing extra loud type shit. So then when I come back to you, I'm like, are you okay? It's, to me, it's like I see that shit happens, and I'm like, no, what you're doing, one, is intentional, 2, it's malicious, and 3, you're a piece of shit.
Facts. I was gonna say, yo, for everybody that's
every category, gonna give you the reaction you want. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool, go off, and then I'm gonna slide to shorty over.
Yo, I'm gonna say something kind of foul, but if you're that type of person, bro, you're trash. And you need to fix yourself.
Yeah, I mean, 100.
Because that's some bullshit.
I mean, 100%.
Like, why are you trying to play with my feelings when I'm already with you? Yeah. And you should know that I love you. Yeah. You don't need to get a reaction out of me to show that I love you enough to make a scene.
Well, that's the thing.
I want a happy life.
It's okay. Even if you do need reassurance, it's okay to fucking need reassurance.
Yeah, like that's not a bad thing.
Just fucking call it out what it is. That's not what it is. Hey, like, this is making me feel away. Yeah. And you know what? Like, it's kind of got, my fucking love level's running on E right now. So I just need a little bit more reassurance from you. Yeah. So, I saw that you were talking to this girl and, you were talking for a long time and you said there's nothing going on, but like, it still made me feel uncomfortable. Well, in that situation, that's another way of a girl trying to communicate to you that like, hey, like, that didn't make me feel too good. So now reassure me that was nothing.
And you want me.
And then literally that you want me and you only want me. You only got tunnel vision for me. Yeah. And that goes fucking lengths and trying to.
And I feel like that's a lot. Shit. That's a lot more important at the end of the day, because like when we're out here playing games with people, it's kind of just like, bro, what's the purpose? Like for what purpose? Yeah, like to win. And to win what?
I like to win.
You're gonna win at losing me. You know what I mean? Like
be on top.
Honestly,
because if you want,
not let my feelings
listen.
Get hurt.
That's the thing. Like good
play
job.
Games, shit. Yeah, we can play some games.
Yeah, and
I'm all about.
I told you I'm reactionary as fuck, bro.
You reactionary. I'm competitive. You know damn well it's
honestly.
Like, I'm finna win.
Yeah,
If we playing, I'm gonna win.
100%. 100%. Because like I get to the point where I'm just tired of the game. So if I'm going over and I'm like telling you, listen, these are my boundaries, these are things I'm not cool with, and you're deliberately attacking those insecurities because you want to get a sort of rise out of me to see if I care still, I'm like, bro, bet you're not gonna see my reaction, and I'm gonna make you mad because I'm gonna do the exact same thing you just did, but a lot fucking worse. So that's what I be working on though.
Off that note, I literally had like a specific example that I experienced a little while ago. Dana's girl, whatever. And we getting a little beef ting,
or whatever.
Whatever. We getting a little beef ting, and we were feuding. We're arguing.
I like that word.
Discussing. And I have to leave, so the conversation isn't fully over. And mind you, she was fully in the wrong for this one. She was doing some shady shit, and I had every right to be mad.
Yeah, 100%.
And I leave it, and she go up and throw a thirst trap up. And being the person I am, I've experienced enough to know that, hey, that is petty.
Yes.
We beefing.
Yes.
And now that's when you want to throw the bikini pic from 2019. Facts. Talking about, I miss summer. Shut your ass up. It's the middle of the goddamn winter.
Honestly.
You're lying.
We're minus 32 right now.
So I see that and I address it off the rip. I'm like, hey, we have this issue. All you're doing is adding more issues to it. And now you're creating a bigger deal than it needs to be. Yeah. But I'm going to address this right now. I'm like, hey, like, if we beefing like this, probably the least opportune time to throw that picture up. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you what that's going to do for me. Based off my experience, no matter what you fucking try and tell me, whatever the words coming out of your mouth, if you do that based off the environment that we're now in terms of us beefing, I know damn well that's fucking petty. Yes. And I don't want to be with somebody that's petty. Yeah. So I'm gonna let you know right now that you do that shit again, I'm not hearing that. And I know it's gonna be petty. Yeah. Should happen 3 more times.
And it's like, what are you supposed to do at that point?
She struck out.
Exactly. To me, it's like if you want to play that game, baby girl, we can play.
Yes, sir.
If you want to play it that way, like if having a conversation with you and talking it out like grown-ups is not enough for you, all right, I'm gonna make you feel. I'm gonna make you feel the same way you trying to make me feel, because I'm not gonna let myself feel that way. I don't want that beef.
That's my element.
But I don't want that smoke. Yeah. But I guarantee you, I can do that shit to you fucking tenfold.
Of course.
Personally, y'all are toxic.
But that's where though. That's where, in my opinion, that's where certain double standards start to come in though. Because if you're gonna be doing something out here and you're gonna tell me, I'm gonna reverse that. If I do something and you're gonna tell me, hey, this is not cool with me, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna respect that. And then you go and pull the same shit. I'm just looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, what the hell did we just? Am I good?
Wait, what did we just talk about? So she expressed to you that she doesn't like.
She doesn't like this. So for example, she doesn't like the fact if I'm liking pictures. Well, I'll put it on a very base level. Actually, I want more than that. Let's say for example, I want more than that shit for sure. Say for example, I'm about to
play devil's advocate.
No, for sure. Yeah. So I'm at the club and a girl comes up to me and I chat to this girl. She comes up and she's like, I don't like that. But then in reverse, 5 minutes later, I see you chatting a dude, acting like it's all good and fine and dandy. Okay. You know what I mean? And then I come up to you and I'm like, I don't like that shit.
So what if? Yeah. At the point when she expressed to you that, hey, like I don't like you talking to girls, whatever. Yeah. You responded, but what? I don't care. Like that's not a big deal for me. Like I don't have any qualms towards that. Like it's not an issue for me. Okay. But if it's an issue for you, I can respect that. Cool. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. In that situation, if it's not an issue for you, can she then go and still do that same thing she told you not to?
I would see.
Hell no.
No.
The fuck are you a hypocrite?
Like because we're all different, right? The things that affect you don't affect me. Yeah. So if I'm with you and I respect you and I want to be with you, I'm gonna respect the things that upset you. But if that thing doesn't make me upset, can I get mad at you for doing the same shit?
No, because if you're telling me that you don't like me doing something, so if you don't like me talking to girls, okay, all right, cool. I respect that. I'm going to respect your boundary.
Okay.
But now you're telling me...
A little high school, but okay.
Sure. But now you're telling me that you don't like me talking to girls, but you feel like you can go do the same thing?
But you...
Get the fuck out of here.
But when I told you that I didn't like you talking to girls, you said, "Hey, I didn't care, yeah, but I'm gonna stop." So hey, baby, that doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, shit, you can talk to guys. I can talk to girls. I don't think it's that big a deal. But no, like I want you to understand that that's not okay, and I feel this way about it because of this.
Perfect.
Cool.
I understand.
All right,
cool.
Now she then goes and talks to dude. I'm saying, are you allowed to then be like, well, no, like because you said I couldn't do this, now you can't do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because for me.
I know damn well I used to think differently.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, no, I see what you're
3
saying.
years ago, bro. If you tell me I can't do something, I'm like, okay,
cool.
But I'm not going to expect you to not do the same thing you're telling me because I know how I feel about that, and that's not an insecurity for me.
But I'm not.
Okay,
but I'm not.
wait.
Okay,
go. Say your.
I'm not going to expect you to not do it.
Yeah.
But how can you come and tell me that the same thing that pisses you off, you are able to go and do because it's okay with me, but it's not okay with you?
And because it's
that's
okay
like
saying
okay with me. That's like saying
you're okay with it.
Babe,
yeah.
I don't like when you sleep with other guys, but. And you're like, okay, cool. But now I can go and sleep with the next girl because you're not mad about it?
No, that's a little fucking extreme.
So let me try to take this in a personal point. So let me give you all an example here. So for example, I had a girl. I'm trying to keep this on the very
on the lows?
very far D's, okay? So I had a girl and she expressed to me that she didn't like some of my female friends. Okay. And I was like, well, they're here, but okay. But then at the same time, my female friends and I know what they're about and I know who they are. And she was saying she didn't like them because they wanted to get with me. And I was like, shit,
you can't blame them.
She talking about, baby. You can get me crazy, bro. Anyway, you gonna make me act up. No, but like she expressed to me that she didn't like some of my female friends because she thought that my female friends wanted to get with me. I said, cool. I distance myself just a slight bit from hanging out with them on the ones. If I'm going to see them, it's going to be on an out thing. They weren't like my best friends, so I understood that it was respectable. But then on the same time, she was talking to dudes that I know for a fucking fact are not your friends, and they're just trying to get with you. And that was like the double standard I had to deal with. Yeah. So it was like I took my boundaries, and I was like, I don't like what's going on here, but she told me she doesn't like people talking to me, so why is she talking to other people? So like for that example, like what kind of thing should I have done in that situation?
Well, personally, for me, I was gonna answer like how I would feel with that.
Here we go.
Question.
Here we go.
I'm not compromising my friends for you.
So you're playing the game.
I'm not playing the game, but
you're forcing hands now.
Yeah. No, because this is the thing. I don't believe that you should ever ask somebody that you're seeing to stop being friends or be as close as friends with the people that you're friends with at the time.
People are never gonna fully blatantly say that.
Yeah.
But you're always gonna beat around the bush. Yeah.
Unless it
you're
becomes
saying,
an ultimatum.
Babe, I don't like your girlfriends that you hang out with, so can you not hang out with them so much? The fuck are you? Why are you asking me that?
But then
they were here before you.
But then
depending on after you.
Yeah.
So why are you telling me that the people who have supported me since you haven't been around?
You didn't even exist when I was fucking with these people, but now you want to come in here and tell me that I can't fuck with them because your little ass is here now?
Bro, if that makes anybody mad, I can't be dated then.
All right.
100%.
I've generally experienced that where it's like, no, like I need you to tell me when you talk to this, and this person. If they're girls, I want you to tell me. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, you're crazy, but okay.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, you getting dressed up and you on a way to meet motherfucking Timmy because Timmy's in town. I'm like, wait a minute, who the fuck is Timmy?
Yeah, facts.
When did Timmy come in the picture?
And then
it's like that's a double fucking standard shit. Like, so if you're gonna express a boundary to somebody, I think just to cut it fucking short, if you're gonna express a boundary to somebody, you better be damn well able to reciprocate that same energy.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't feel a way about something, you for the love of God, you got to look in the goddamn mirror and understand that. Well, if I'm asking this person not to do this, I sure as fuck can't do this shit to them. Right?
Exactly.
It's that simple. Let's all respect each other and this shit. Like we could be fucking live happily ever after.
Because nobody likes double standards.
That's very true.
Like double standards. Oh, you like double standards?
You like double standards?
Y'all know this.
Yeah, no, that's facts. Yeah, he's very.
But you're respectful though that you're not hypocritical, right?
I would mean.
Okay, cool. I mean, damn.
But no, that's
y'all you just get here.
Yeah, literally, bro. So,
no,
but I think on that note, let me get a nice recap going in here.
Okay. So I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be smooth with it sometimes. So
all the time, baby.
So to start the episode, we talked about the boundaries, what we think are boundaries. One of the biggest ones that we talked about was the third party system. You know what I mean? That's other people coming in and kind of starting insecurities in certain relationships and what you can kind of do to stop those kind of boundaries. We came in and started talking about that across the board. We kind of said that we don't think that Instagram likes are that big a deal, but
but we can understand. And if I'm in a relationship, I can hold off on a likes because it doesn't, because genuinely I don't feel it's that deep to double tap
Yeah.
At the same time, it's not that deep to scroll past.
Yeah.
At the same time, bro, I'm not trying to hear a whole bunch of chat in my ear, so I'm doing the most I can to not have that happen.
And that's fair. And then we also understand that people do have their own insecurities that, you know, we in a relationship should respect. We talked about how and when to bring up your boundaries and what they believe. You guys bring them up right off the rip, and that's respectful. And I understand that. I bring them up a little bit later, but only because I like to give people their full opportunity to show what they're about. And then that transitioned beautifully into compromising boundaries and if we should compromise. And do you guys truly believe you should compromise your boundaries in a relationship?
I mean,
I want to leave it at something like
I have that hierarchy, so it makes it easy for me to not compromise on the bigger ones.
That's great. That's great for you, and that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I got boundaries. There's no hierarchy. I got fucking boundaries, right?
And you either cross them or you don't cross them.
You cross them or you don't. And so I don't want to be in a situation where I have to compromise my boundaries because they're formed for a reason.
Yeah.
Unless.
Ooh, okay.
All right. I've completely, something about being with you has just created a level of calm. And
just opened my eyes.
There's this deepened amount of trust that I have in you.
It's a brand new world.
Who you are, your character, everything.
Yeah.
And so I can go through situations and not think the worst because most of the times these boundaries are they're caused because of the experience we experienced in the past.
Yeah.
And now we're now sort of projecting that onto one another, right?
And fair enough.
And so if you are, a saint in my eyes, then I can go about, living my life, fucking happy Danny, whatever.
Facts.
And if something happens, I know, hey, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because you're not the type of person to do something like that.
Exactly.
And so that'd be the only situation where I'd be willing to compromise. Is a situation where you've sort of helped me overcome that boundary.
Yeah, and that's fair. And then I like that. That's really good. That's a really good point. That's a very good point. And then we briefly touched on, the gray area. We're not clairvoyant, so we can't see ahead of the future. We can't read your mind. So if you do need to express your boundaries, just be very straight up with it. As far as I'm concerned, if you're straight up with your boundary, at least I know exactly what I need to respect rather than trying to like fucking figure out.
And that's really all men need, bro.
That's all we need.
Just sometimes you gotta treat us like we are stupid. Yeah. All right? Just tell us what you goddamn need and give me the opportunity to give you.
Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old.
I would prefer you really use the word ignorant.
Yeah,
we are.
At the end of the day,
you don't like stupid.
At the end of the day, because if you don't express me what your boundaries are, I'm thinking we're chilling. I'm like, damn, this is easy sailing, bro. Living my fucking
life. Meanwhile, you over here crying yourself to sleep every goddamn night,
and I don't even know that because I'm like, damn, I just hung out with Tiffany because you're my friend. I thought we were good.
Now you think I'm blowing Tiffany's back out?
Literally,
shit, I might be.
Okay, and on
Tiffany's bad.
I mean,
she bad.
But she bad though. And then that transitioned us into double standards. And if we believe that's a true thing, double standards finna happen, I think, for the rest of my life personally. So I don't think that's going anywhere. Do I need to fix up my boundaries to, focus on a double standards? Sure. Don't make me mad in a relationship and we won't have any repercussions.
Good luck with that.
And I know it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I got some shit to work on. Glue, what's on your mind? What you saying?
I just want to say something to the queens real quick.
Oh, can I lead you in?
Yep.
You remember it?
Maybe.
All right. Is this for both or just queens?
Both, bro. Baby.
All right. Yo, kings and queens, please turn your volumes up or get your earlobes very close to the mic because Landon has some beautiful things to tell you. Let's go. Drop it on him.
I don't have a lot, but I'm just going to say, if you're hypocritical in terms of double standards, try not to be, because if you're telling somebody not to do something and you don't like it, you should probably not do it either because... you have to think about how it'd be reciprocated back.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That makes sense.
You were dropping knowledge.
Dude, see me, bro.
Oh, thanks, yo.
Fuck.
That was profound.
That's crazy. Who are you?
I hope you can
good
sense
English. Who are you?
My voice though, like low-key, because I was waiting for something profound and you just hit the obvious. But that's cool. No,
that's Glue with a capital G over there.
I hate him so much.
That's Glue with a capital G, dropping knowledge on double standards. Do not be a hypocrite.
I'm trying to emphasize it. That's all. I wasn't trying to drop knowledge.
You know what? I take it back, man. Do your thing.
Do your thing. But hey,
DeMarcus.
On that note. We're going to end this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Why you keep saying all that?
I really tried to give you I took a pause. I did. I took a pause and I was staring at you. You didn't take it.
Yeah, I'm going to hit you guys with, shout out to Instagram. Shout out to Instagram, first of all, for allowing us to post our stories and polls and actually get information out to people so that they can communicate with us.
Yeah, and we love the engagement, so keep on.
We love the engagement. Yo, shout out to all the ladies engaging with us.
Y'all had us rolling, man. You know, it's one thing I think I fully realized. I don't know that everyone that DMs us realizes that all three of us can see the response.
Yeah, and all three of us respond at different times.
Like, if y'all I just want to let you guys know, because I feel like I have to do this. If you're thinking you're having a private conversation with one of us in the DMs, you should probably rethink that, because we can all see that shit, bro.
But if you know one of us specifically, that's probably the person that's responding.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if you know our responses, you would know.
Exactly. You see lowercase numbers, it's just lowercase letters. That's me all day.
That's a fact. Because you chill.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Because I don't have
why are you supporting him like that?
I'm not. I was
about to rip on me.
No, I was about to rip on, because I'm like, the people who take the extra time to lowercase the shit, bro.
No, they just don't have it off. Yeah, they don't have the
auto capitalization is off on my phone. Yeah.
So you just always coming in Zen?
It's Zen as fuck, bro. It's a garden over here.
And he's not even using full words sometimes. It's all abbreviations.
Yeah, abbreviations. We chilling, bro. What's up? Come talk to me in the DMs. We having a good time.
What are you, Gen Z? Is that what that shit is?
Nah, I'm not Gen Z. Don't you dare, bro. You think I'm born after 2000s? Rude as hell.
You're not?
Nah, bro. 1997 in this bitch.
What? I thought you just turned 20.
Yo, forget this guy. Shout out to YouTube.
You killed me. I'm dead now, bro. What you mean?
Shout out to YouTube for allowing us to post our videos, and shout out to everybody who's subscribed so far. I think we're up to 73 now.
Hey,
something like that.
Appreciate you.
It's not enough.
It's a slow growth, but we appreciate all of it.
Shout out to who else? Oh, shout out to Spotify and Apple Music for hosting our podcast. And shout out to all the first-time listeners for listening for the first time. We hope we drop some knowledge on your head top.
Welcome.
Shout out to all the repeat offenders.
Love you.
Little kiss. Okay.
Yo, why? You got the lip quiver, bro. You got the lip quiver with him.
I ain't kissing out like that.
And yo, Quay, give your outro, bro.
Hey, man.
About everything.
I'm gonna keep this nice, short, and sweet. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate you. All I want everybody to do is 1, stay healthy. 2, stay safe. And 3, for the love of God, please stay out the streets.
And it's DeMarcus saying, if you got boundaries, respect your boundaries, and don't be fucking with people who not going to respect those boundaries as well, because you're only signing yourself up for fucking heartache, and who wants to do that? But on that note, though, shit, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace and love.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Glue.
And I just want to say to people who may not necessarily follow their boundaries 100%, take the time and learn how to. Or if you can find somebody that respects you that much to actually help you grow as a person too, that's a solid person trying.
You're not anybody's problem. Don't do that.
Thank you for your support. And we will see. Stay humble.
Yeah. There you go.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Later.
Peace.
Bye.
I need to hear voices when we're talking on these mics, alright? I want no mumbling. I don't want to hear no vibrations in those fucking. I want to hear your voices. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let me hear your voice, bro. Nah. Let me hear your voice, bro. Nah. Bring that shit in from the. Give me some bass, bro. Yeah, give me some bass, bro. Give me some. Yeah, nigga.